Ooh, she rolled over and she's stretching one leg out.
What a catastrophe.
I'm talking about my cat.
Your kitten.
Cat. Grown up cat.
Okay, we ready?
I am.
Alright. Aldelin, you had filled the vial with your blood, and now you have a blood-filled glass key-shaped vial.
Let's just hold on a minute now. Let's think about the name of the temple, and you're gonna insert a key filled with blood into that hole. Is that correct?
I was, yes.
Right. And just in case we haven't released the ultimate evil, you just want to make sure we do, correct?
Well, I think we've already gone too far to just leave without being able to rest assured that we haven't, so I'm thinking we might as well go release it and then destroy it if we can.
I shake my head trying to
I chuckle.
understand the logic there.
Well, far be it from me to say I told you so, but you know I will.
Xena says, I like this idea. I'm behind it. Go ahead. Let's open it. Lexa says, I'm also 100% for it.
Damn it. Mitch's NPCs are talking.
I'll take the advice of a dirty drow and a psychotic woman. I vote we go back to the bar. Any seconds?
I just cut myself and blood into this for nothing.
Oh no, by all means, go ahead and make your blood sacrifice.
Why couldn't you have told me we were going back to the bar before I did that?
I don't know, does anybody have to tell you not to open your mouth underwater? Or anybody have to tell you, don't touch the fire? I figured it was common sense, but hey.
Well,
I am willing to see this through.
Of course you are, you want to go to your door.
Xena says, I second that. Lexa says, I third that.
Thaddeus, you're the one who asked for a volunteer. Well, I volunteered. Are you Balin too?
Well, my good uncle, he always said, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. But I don't think that applies here. If most of us want to keep going forward, I'll go forward, but in the back.
But what?
But in the back.
Okay, you understand that that's putting us all in a lot more danger.
Something akin to door full of blood isn't? Just saying.
Says the guy who smeared his own blood over the door to open it.
Yeah, exactly.
I will watch for traps. cast guidance upon myself, Mitch.
Okay. What does that do?
Adds D4 to an ability check.
Oh, okay.
All right. Is everybody ready?
Anybody have a pint before we go in?
Single nod.
Get my bow out. Put my daggers away.
Okay. Zira, why don't you come up right behind me and get ready, because I've got my hands full at the moment.
Okay.
Can't. All right. And I'm gonna get rid of this evil knife here. She tosses it over to the side near the brazier.
Was that my dagger?
No,
Out of
it was
character?
the ceremonial
No, out of
knife.
character. I wasn't there when that happened. So.
No, it was
It was a
they found a
ceremonial
knife
knife.
and they found a glass vial shaped like a key in the chest.
Gotcha.
And then she and then she pulls her sword out with her. No, she puts her shield on because that takes longer, and then with her right hand she sticks the key in and turns it.
Okay. You turn it, you hear a click, but nothing happens.
Maybe we need to use fire as well.
I push on the door.
Okay, it does not budge. And
Shoot, I
again,
wonder if
it doesn't appear to be a door, it appears to be a solid wall.
I wonder if I was supposed to be holding the knife. But no, that's stupid. Well, you know, it says it's full of blood and fire, so maybe we need to... Here, let me get my tinder box, and maybe if I, like, light a little flame right next to the blood or something. And she gets down and starts rummaging in her backpack.
Okay.
Alright, she gets her...
Perhaps light the brazier.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm sorry about your water. Next time we have to douse one, I'll use mine. And she lights the brazier.
I do not know why you apologize for such trivial things. Perhaps it is just you all unable to do things silently.
Okay, you light it up again. It takes a little bit longer because it's kind of waterlogged, but you get the coals lit again.
Fire and blood. Does it already have a torch? I think, Lexa has some in her pack, if I remember correctly.
Okay, if she does, she'll hand you one.
Alright, I take the torch and light it in the brazier, and then I come over here and, like, hold it next to where the key is.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Hold on. Let me take a look now, okay?
Alright.
Mitch, I check for secret doors. Or anything like that, a latch or something to open it.
Okay, roll.
I wonder if maybe it only wants...
11.
Okay. Again, you check the wall, and it looks like a solid wall except for this keyhole that somehow appeared that you either didn't see the first time or just magically appeared.
Did you say that it clicked when I turned it?
Do what now?
Mitch, did you say that it clicked when I turned it?
Yes, you definitely heard a click when you turned the key.
I wonder if maybe it opens this door. I knock the torch head against the ground to snuff it out and give it back to Alexa.
Okay.
Then I go over here and wait, out of character. Thaddeus already checked this door for traps, or did he?
I believe you checked both doors. Yeah.
Okay. And I try giving the door like a little push or something, or...
Okay, it doesn't budge.
I hate to think of this, but I wonder if maybe we're supposed to be consistent with blood. I mean, maybe since Thaddeus used his blood for the first door, we were supposed to use his for this.
It clicked.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Oh,
I know.
I never think of things like that.
I know.
I'm gonna go read this again. I'm sure it's some kind of riddle. Maybe I am forgetting something important. What does it say again exactly?
Says storms split skies, their rains shall flood. I split worlds and bathe in blood.
Hmm. Well, the only thing I can think of is that maybe if we light those other two torches in that passageway, maybe... Oh, but you didn't detect anything magic about them. Darn it. Storm split skies, the rain shall flood. I split worlds and bathe in blood.
I'd take a walk to the other room to see if anything opened up.
It does not appear to.
And then I come back 2 minutes later.
Okay. What are you guys doing? I can't believe you haven't figured this out yet.
I go pick up the ceremonial knife again and go back to the door and like the wall and like tap the knife on it.
Hang on a second.
There's no handle to pull it, is there?
Alexa, can I see one of those torches?
Okay, I'm back.
Alexa, can I see one of them torches?
She says, sure. She hands it back to you. Tosses it over to you.
Light it on the brazier and then go touch the door with it.
Finally! Okay, as soon as you touch the torch to the door itself erupts in flames. The flames, they like engulf for just like a split second. When they go away, you can see another set of runes smoldering, glowing hot as if they were burned with a brand into the stone itself. Smoke cooling off of it. They appear like this.
I back up.
Good job. See, everybody forgot about that, Magnus. I thought you were going to speak up again.
Oh no, at this point I'm keeping my mouth shut.
It might have been when you were speaking so softly I couldn't hear you.
Speak softly and carry a big stick. And I do.
Well, I feel rather foolish.
You should.
Don't worry, Mass, it won't be the last time.
Okay, let me see what this says.
Okay, you look at it, you translate it, and it reads as follows: Walk and be humbled, if thou not know his name. Those who do not believe shall be cleansed in flame.
Walk and be humbled.
If thou not know his name.
If thou not
Those
know
who
his
do not
name.
believe shall be
Those
cleansed
who do
in
not
flame.
believe shall be cleansed in flame. Okay, I'm guessing that if we do the wrong thing here, we're gonna get burned.
As you step back, the door silently swings open, and when it does, a waft of heat comes from this area. It just fills the room and raises the temperature by about 10 degrees in very little time.
Aye, aye. I wonder whose name it would be. Probably the name of a god, the way the text reads, the way that sounds.
Well, I don't know about any, so I trust I can not going forward. I don't want to be cleansed with flame.
Now. I've been back here thinking about this.
Oh, here we go.
Who? You said that that's not dwarf. It's what is it again?
Duergar, I think. The dark dwarves that live underground and aren't very friendly.
Dordric. You being the man of the cloth, who is the god of those Dordric people?
Untrained religion roll.
You haven't the slightest idea.
I have answered that already.
What was the
Perhaps
third
it's cleared back in town.
What?
Mitch, can I make an untrained religion roll?
Sure.
Yeah, me too. I'm 120 years old. I might have learned this by now. Aw, man. Oh.
21.
You all have no idea.
Oh, man. What was the third line again? Walk and be humbled if thou not know his name, blah 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 blah, or be cleansed in, or else be cleansed in
Those
flame.
who do not believe shall be cleansed in flame.
Right. Okay. So we've got to walk if we don't know the name, but if we don't believe, we're going to be burned. So
Your literal translation is uncanny.
well, I'm just wondering if this is something where you really do have to believe, or if it's more metaphorical.
There is only one way to find out.
I suppose so. Hey, Mitch, can we see through that door? Didn't you say it opened?
Yeah.
Well, oh! Oh, the door! Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah.
How many times do I have to tell you there's no door on the north wall? It's a solid wall.
I'm sorry. Forgot.
All right. Well,
Welcome to the adventure.
Yeah.
all right. I have an idea. Mitch, I get on my hands and knees,
Uh-huh.
pull out my daggers, and head in.
Okay.
Check for traps.
Okay.
At your height, you could probably walk upright if you think the rest of us are supposed to crawl on our knees.
It looks clear.
Alrighty, move forward 5 feet. Checking for traps.
Be careful, Thaddeus. How do you know you're not
You're good.
gonna... How do you know that fire isn't suddenly gonna erupt from somewhere?
You fear an awful lot in this life. If you continue to fear for everything, that will control you and consume you.
I don't know, that's one way of looking at it, but I've always thought, you know, the more cautious you are, the longer you might live. In this life, that is.
Life is continuous. If you are to pass from this, you continue in the other.
That is, as you can see, that this passageway does just what the other one did. It goes about 60 feet and then turns to the right, so like the opposite of the other one.
Gotcha. I've been told. All I know is, I've been told. I've lived my life to the fact that you could die walking across the street. You could die walking here, walking there. I mean, I'd like to take educated, at least some educated guesses here about keeping my life intact. But we seem to be hell bent on going forward, so let's go forward.
I dropped to my hands and knees and follow him.
You people are brave. Okay.
5 feet, check for traps.
Okay.
I cast guidance on him.
Okay.
Every 5
That's
feet, I continue casting it.
Okay. The you notice as you're going in here, the farther you get into the hallway, the warmer it becomes.
Thaddeus, what makes you think that crawling will keep you safe?
Because the damn riddle said to stay low.
Stay low?
Yes, I forget exactly what the riddle said, but it mentioned stay low, woman.
Walk and be humbled. Oh, you mean like bowing?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't think of that.
Oh, come on.
Well, out of character, I kind of did, but she wouldn't have thought of that.
So is my rolls now?
Roll
my rolls?
Roll d20 plus d4 plus 5.
Okay.
So that's that part, and then, let's see. I step back and read the whole thing again just to myself.
$11, Mitch.
Okay.
I don't know if that is right. You might want to re-roll that. Oh, never mind. It doesn't. That calc isn't right. That's just a d20.
Yeah.
You got to put a d20 plus d4 plus 5. There you go.
27.
Okay. Looks clear.
Cast guidance.
Okay.
Keep moving forward.
Okay.
Cast guidance.
Okay. Again, it's getting very hot here. Thaddeus, as you're down on your hands and knees, you notice that the floor itself is becoming warm to the touch.
The floor is becoming warm to the touch, guys. I'm gonna kind of get off my hands and kind of crouch down.
Okay.
But
What
stay
is-
crouched.
Aldelan's reading the riddle again. What's the whole thing again?
Walk and be humbled, if thou not know his name. Those who do not believe shall be cleansed in flame.
Alright, so we've got the crouching part. Those who do not believe
Walk
will be cleansed in
and be
flame.
humbled,
I
if
wonder,
thou not
I
know
wonder,
his name.
I wonder what
Those
the believing
who do not believe shall be cleansed. Flame. How's that?
It was so-so.
How about I read it Connery style? Walk and be humbled, if thou not know his name. Those who do not believe shall be cleansed in flame. Is that better?
Much.
Alright, well,
Okay.
I guess I'll come with. But I'm scared. She gets on her hands and knees and starts following.
Thaddeus, as you get to this point, you can. It's almost as if there seems to be wisps of smoke coming from the floor. As you search for traps, you notice that it indeed looks like this part of the floor is rigged to give way, and it's at this point it's extremely hot in here.
Guys,
You
let's
guys are
back up.
sweating like pigs.
Let's back up.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, all right. Here we go. All right.
When you get back
so-
into the main room, even though this room is hotter, it feels like it's air conditioned compared to what you were just experiencing up there.
Right. Okay, so
It was
in
even
that
hard to
room,
breathe.
It gets hotter. It's getting hotter and hotter. And when I got
But
up there,
wait, I'm sorry. At the end of the hallway, you did see another door. So good.
it looks like it was ready to give way. It looks like there's a pit in there that's going to fall out from underneath us if we try to run through there.
Oh, that's horrible.
So I don't know how we're going to continue.
So, those who do not believe will be cleansed in flame. So, if we do it wrong, which is just running through, we're gonna probably fall into a pit of fire.
Well, did you check to see if there's any mechanisms or anything? I find it hard to believe it's just an open pit with no way to block it. Why put a door at the end of the hallway then?
I think
Sorry.
I think my thing is I think we got to know this God's name, and we can get through quicker or easier.
Perhaps it is all based on faith.
That's what I'm wondering. Do you suppose we have to walk across that smoking floor and really believe that we won't fall? I mean, that would be like telling someone, don't think about, fire.
Well, there's all sorts of blood magic. Perhaps dump some blood on the ground and find out what happens.
Can I just throw this out here, lads and lasses? We noticed noticed a big eyeball coming out of the blood, didn't we? And now we're in a temple of fire and blood. So maybe it wasn't a shaman that cast a spell, but whatever did it was in here. And we're letting it out. Just wanted to say that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You seem to forget about a lot of things.
Well, yeah, I do.
Kind of an eerie silence now. You're all mulling it over, aren't you?
Nethrissa steps up. She says,
Not at all.
I've stayed silent for most of this, but I have an immunity to fire. Perhaps I could be of help. Shit, I lost her accent, sorry.
That's convenient.
Wait,
Because she's a
complete?
devil.
Completely? You mean fire
I'm a
can't hurt
tiefling.
you at all?
I didn't say that in character.
Oh. I am only trying to help.
But if you fell into like a pit of fire, that wouldn't hurt you at all.
Well, no, that would hurt me a lot, but I have immunity to certain fire, and but extreme heat would kill me. Yes.
Well,
We appreciate your bravery.
Thank you.
Is there any way you can collapse the floor and see what we're dealing with?
Who are you asking?
I just put it out there.
that's an idea. Maybe we could. Yeah.
I'm saying, you said there's a chest in the other room. We could slide it down the hallway.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, let me go get that. Can I push or pick up the chest?
No. Does not move.
Uh,
Well, nothing. I'll go with you if you lead the way.
I'm sorry, comrades, but the chest doesn't move.
Well, as I said, I am not immune to fire, but I am resistant to it. So it won't hurt me as bad as it will you. However, it can kill me if it's bad enough.
Then perhaps you and Fatty should go.
I will follow.
Mitch, move on in.
Okay.
Wait,
This
maybe
is indeed hot. Where does the
maybe we
floor
could-
fall away?
About 10 feet up.
Can you disarm it?
I looked at disarm it, Mitch.
Okay.
Could you give me a little blessing? Could you give me a little blessing?
Wait a minute now, Thaddeus. Why don't you check down the hallway, see if there's any hidden mechanisms that will turn it off?
Claire, could you
I'm
give me a little
crawling up
blessing on
again.
this matter?
I touch him on his forehead.
Okay.
I look up at the ceiling.
Okay. It's where it should be.
An 11,
Alright.
Mitch.
Plus D4.
Mitch, I'm gonna check this gun.
Okay, it looks like a regular torch sconce. It just needs to be lit.
I don't see if it moves or anything.
No, it's bolted into the wall.
14, Mitch.
Okay, you look around and you see, you know, the pressure plate and whatnot. If you jam the mechanism, you may be able to keep the floor from falling away.
I jam it.
Okay.
I cast guidance before he does that.
Okay, you think you've got it.
Ladies first.
27.
Okay, she looks at you all with a bit of fear in her eyes, and she just begins walking down the hallway. She carefully steps on there. You can all audibly hear a sizzling of the soles of her boots as she takes another step, another, and another. And as she gets to about here, you guys can see the heat rising from the floor is giving like a mirage of heat coming off the like off a hot pavement. She gets to the door and she pushes it open. Good job, Dish.
Follow through. Follow her through.
Okay. As the door opens, she steps in. Again, it appears to be another empty room with a single chest on the back wall. You guys, as you walk down this hallway, your boots sizzle on the floor until you reach the room. This room is also very stifling. It's very hard to breathe in this room. You all are sweating immensely.
So glad that I don't wear heavy armor.
Check for traps, Mitch.
Okay, go ahead.
If it's too hot, ladies, feel free to take off layers of clothes.
22.
Okay, it looks clear.
Check out the chest.
Okay, it appears to be an exact copy of the one that you saw in the other room.
Open up the lid.
Okay. Inside, instead of being lined with velvet as the other one was, this one appears to be lined with a layer of lead. At the bottom, you see a key that looks the exact shape of the glass one, only this one is glowing red.
Put my hand near it. Is it hot?
Yes, it is very hot.
We got a red hot key.
Nethrissa, are you able to touch it?
So let me see. She moves up, she puts her hand towards it, and she pulls back a little bit. Says, "It's very hot, I cannot carry it for long. It will hurt me, but not right away."
Maybe, is it small enough to drop into into my water skin? Like through the neck of it?
No.
Aw, man.
I pick it up with a dagger.
Okay.
Melt the dagger, melt the dagger, melt the dagger.
The dagger does start becoming warm to the touch as the blade begins to glow.
Wait, put it back. We haven't even realized what we need to do with it yet, have we?
Put it back in.
Okay.
Sure, let us
Where
take
the
it
key
back
hung
to
on the tip of
wall
the
where
dagger,
other key
the end of that
was.
blade is looks like it's glowing, as if it were in a forge.
Well, take it back to where?
To the center room where the other keyhole was.
Oh, you mean the one that I put the key made of my blood in?
No, the other one. Of course I mean that one.
Oh.
Nerissa, do you think you could carry it till there?
Wait, maybe I have something that can wrap it in.
You do realize this is magical heat. If you wrap it in something, chances are it will combust. If Nethrissa can carry it, let her carry it and let us move on.
Okay, I just didn't want her to have to hurt herself.
Mitch, I'm gonna take a casual look around the room, see if there's any secret doors or anything.
Okay, give me a perception roll.
Could you also look for some magic? See if there's a door in here?
Who are you asking?
The one who
Magnus,
can
you do
detect-
not find any hidden doors. Who are you asking? Sorry, Thaddeus.
The one who can see magic?
She's not in the room. The girl stayed behind to gossip.
Hey guys,
I'll check for secret doors.
what's the key laying on?
Lead.
It appears to be lead. You're not exactly sure because you're not a metallurgist, but...
Mitch,
Good
19,
guess.
Good guess.
19 for secret doors.
Okay, go ahead.
19.
No. This appears to be an exact copy of the other room.
Anybody have a crowbar? Maybe we can pry off some of this lead and carry the key on that.
I pull out a crowbar.
Well, get to work, lad.
What am I doing here?
See if you can pry off some of that lead.
Here, let me try.
I let her.
I set it in sort of like the near the edge, like where I hope there might be a seam between the wall and the floor of the chest.
Doesn't appear to be any seams on it.
Um,
You might have to bang at it to see if you can make a seam.
Nethrissa, can you carry the key back to the middle? That
I can.
long? If it gets too hot.
I shall switch hands. And she smiles.
Excellent.
but we have to make a plan first. What are we gonna do with it?
Well, we have a plan. That works.
But
Mitch, I
Oh.
head back to the other room.
There's no but.
Okay.
We're taking it back.
She reaches in and grabs the key and kind of hot potatoes it a little bit. She winces just a little bit as she carries it back. Every few steps, switching hands with it.
everybody remember to crouch.
As you guys reach the room, again another small keyhole has appeared next to the original one.
Oh God!
Put it in there.
I
Go,
never thought
Narissa,
that
put
She
it in
puts the
there.
key in the lock.
It is okay, we know you are simple.
Should I turn it?
Please.
Okay. She turns the key. Again, you guys hear a click. When she does this, a line of flame springs from the floor and shoots up, creating a seam in the middle of the wall. The wall separates and swings inward, revealing a corridor beyond. You can hear what appears to be the sounds of running water, and again, the air in here is stale.
I check Nethrissa's hands.
Okay, she appears to have come out unscathed. They may be a little
Clap
bit
her on her shoulder.
little pink, but she has no burns. She smiles and nods towards you and thanks.
Thank you for being so brave, Nethrissa. You put me to shame, actually.
Yes, she does.
It's no problem.
Thank you, Narissa.
You're welcome. And she backs away from the doorway.
Well, my uncle always says, you don't pay the hooker to let her sleep in your bed.
What does that mean?
It means
Good
let us
job.
stop wasting time and move on.
Because I thought
16 for traps.
Okay, it does not appear to be trapped. As you enter in, you can see exact replica of the altar that you saw above, except this one is extremely large. There are two fountains in the back corners. Each one appears to be pouring blood into a basin at the bottom. That appears to be what's making the running water sound. There are also 4 braziers that are unlit in this room.
And a pentagram sign. Usually not good.
Alrighty.
Well, like I
Check
said, it's
for
an
more
exact
traps.
copy of the one you saw above, only this one's much, much larger.
22 for traps.
Okay, it appears there does not appear to be traps in this area. And again, the room, the walls, the floor, everything's spotless. There is, however, when you enter the room, the air is stale and it stinks of death.
Ugh. That smells abominable.
All right, who cut it?
Well, Dordreck, you know how to dispel the evil in the altar, right?
Holy cow! Look at that.
He's not saying anything.
Suddenly you hear a slam as the doors have shut and sealed behind you.
Oh shoot! Are Magnus and Thaddeus shut out?
No, they're in the passageway to this room.
Oh.
My master is free.
Once again, I told you so.
Aldalyn pulls out her sword and shield.
Pulling out a bow.
Okay, so Dordreck, why don't you get rid of the evil on the altar as quick as you can? You think?
I agree.
What's wrong? I thought you could do that, can't you?
I begin checking for traps, since Thaddeus has not checked for them. I cast guidance upon myself and take a step forward.
Oh shoot, I forgot about that.
There's some background water sound for you. Okay. You look about. There doesn't appear to be any traps in your area.
Okay, I make my way up to the altar, and I begin checking it thoroughly, top to bottom, this side, and then I'll move to the other side.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
22.
Okay. You notice that, again, there are candles that are unlit. In the center is a basin, also seems to be filled with blood.
I give it another walk around, cast guidance upon myself, looking for secret compartments similar to how Magnus had found before.
Okay.
17.
Okay, you do not find any.
I look into the fountains, the one to the right.
Hold it there, Narissa. Where are you going?
This looks very familiar. I've seen this pattern before.
It's the same one on the altar that we found you nearby, where the orcs were about to do some kind of ritual.
What were they doing, do you know?
One of them was chanting, and there was a basin full of blood on the altar, and judging by how the condition we found your arm in, I think it was your blood, and then they had you chained up nearby.
This is all very strange.
Do you know what the pattern means? Like, where have you seen it before?
In my studies.
Studies? What do you study?
I'm a Warlock. We
what?
dive into this sort of thing.
Oh. What does it mean? The pattern. I mean, what do you know about it?
I'm not sure. Let's examine it further, if that is okay.
Of course, just be careful.
Okay, she looks it over, kind of doing what you did, Dordrick, only going around the opposite way, checking around. She's looking at different symbols and stuff like that. Says, I think I have found something over here.
What is
What
it?
have you found?
It appears to be your doom. She laughs as she plunges her hand into the basin of blood and is sucked into it, disappearing.
Aldelin's mouth, her jaw just drops.
I need perception rolls from Aldolin, Magnus, and Dordric.
And that's why you don't trust Mitch.
I told you, lads. And lasses.
Okay, Magnus. As she it's as if she plunged her hand in and she was like pulled right into it, as if it was like in a bottomless pit. When she does this, you hear what appears to be splashes of something onto the floor. You look over and you notice that the fountain next to you is starting to overflow.
When she got pulled in, did she look surprised or happy?
Oh no, she looked very, very happy. She gave you all a very evil look and grin as she disappeared.
Oh no.
It appears that whatever blood has been filling these basins is now overflowing and starting to fill the room, or flood out into the floor.
Well, there you go.
Okay. We gotta get out. Or we're gonna drown in blood.
Well, Magnus is the only one that's seen this so far.
Hey guys, the fountain over here is overflowing, and she looked happy going into it. So this was a setup from the start. I told you.
Dordric, as you look around, you notice that there's blood puddling around your feet.
Alright, well, I say what I said now then.
Okay.
Thaddeus, get to work on those doors ASAP.
Where's the source of blood coming from?
As you can see, it's kind of like there's two shaped snakes that appear to be pouring blood out of their mouths into the basin fountains.
Dordric, do you think you can defile that altar? See if we can stop this?
Thaddeus, there appears to be no door here, so again, just a solid wall.
Nothing to pick on here.
I make my way over to where she put her hand in, and I give it a good look over.
Okay. It doesn't appear to have been disturbed at all.
What is it?
It looks just like a stone basin. This whole thing appears to be carved out of one piece of stone, including the bowl at the top. However,
she put her hand in the bowl.
She put her hand into the blood in the bowl, yes. And was sucked into the bowl, yep. That does not appear to be large enough for her to have fit in, but she went in like water through a straw.
Magnus, my concern with destroying the altar is it may be our only way out.
There's only one way to test that theory. Well, that's how you're the resident mage. Please touch the blood.
How do you think it can get us out?
Just like it got her out.
Guys, give me a wisdom check real quick.
That's asking a lot with this group.
Oh, crap. Oops, wait, I don't even get +2. It's just a 1. I did that wrong. Mine should be a 1.
Okay. Magnus? Wow. Okay, Lexa speaks up, says, this is filling up pretty quick. I'm guessing we have about 5 to 6 minutes before this room fills up.
I'm looking up.
And I'm timing it.
I see anything up?
Just the ceiling.
Okay, we need people who can think and people who can do things. I'm not a good thinker, so what should I do? Just tell me what to do.
Put your hand in the bowl.
Okay. She steps up and puts her hand in.
Okay, nothing happens.
Nothing happened.
Oh, hang on, guys.
I can
I'm
see
pausing
that.
the timer, and we're going to take our second break.
Oh my god, I can't believe this.
I told you.
Is it cheating to try to think of things while the timer's paused?
No, that's fine.
Nope.
Let's go for it. And we'll be back in 5.